This is Sports Drive.
Welcome back into the Sports Drive, everyone. Again, I'm your host for today, Riley Robinson. Next few guests, we're going to talk a little bit more about high school volleyball. It's quickly approaching. First games come August 8th. So now I have Highland Park Lady Hornets volleyball head coach on with me, Matt Taylor. How are you doing today, Coach Taylor?
I'm doing good. Thanks for the opportunity.
Of course, of course. Like I said, volleyball season is quickly approaching. I know kind of everyone's like football season, August 24th. I'm like, whoa, volleyball starts like 2.5 weeks before that. But kind of wanted to hop in. I know you guys have probably had a pretty busy summer with some workouts, some strength and conditioning type things. So trying to kind of tell me a little bit about how those have been going.
They've been going really good. We had a good turnout for both our strength and conditioning sessions, and we hosted a summer league here at Highland Park that had a good turnout. Had a lot of kids showing up. So,
and kind of with some camps or anything, have y'all's teams going to any camps?
we brought the Eastern New Mexico coaches here and held a team camp for our kids here, and we've just done a lot around here at the school. That way, we don't have to travel as much.
Oh, that's awesome. So Eastern New Mexico, how was that? How did the girls like it?
Oh, they loved it. They loved every minute of it. Those are some good coaches, and they brought a lot of energy and new drills and stuff for our kids, so they were excited about it.
And speaking of energy, we'll get like kind of into the season in just a minute, kind of previewing it. But last season, I mean, you guys had a phenomenal year, going deep into the playoffs. How do you feel like that energy has just been transpired into this spring and summer and into these workouts before the season even starts?
It's shown these girls that, if they come in and work hard every day, and it's not just 1 year, it's 2, 3, or 4 years, that builds up and that confidence builds up, and we're able to make those special runs like we did last year. So having that happen to us last year kind of inspired these kids to try to do that again.
And I mean, you guys had a lot of talent. Tell me a little bit about, who you graduated, some new roles, some new faces that we might see.
Well, we're going to see a lot of new faces here. We graduated 12 of the 13 girls last year, so I've only got one returner right now. So a lot of new faces, but those kids have really bought on in the spring and the summer, and they come up here and work hard, and they're excited about the new season and their opportunity to do some things.
And the one returner, who is she?
McKinley Buffkin. She's going to be a setter for us this year.
Well, I always tell everybody kind of the setter is almost like the quarterback of a volleyball team.
Yes.
They are kind of the leader. They kind of guide and lead on the court. How do you feel like she's going to help lead a whole new group of girls this upcoming season?
Well, she was a part of that group last year, and she knows what it takes to get to that level. And she's going to come in and be a good leader and help guide those kids to what we need to do.
And as far as momentum, I know we talked a little bit about energy, but just only having one back from last year, that momentum to get further, to push past where you guys left off last year. How do you feel like that's been?
It's been good. That momentum, we have the same girls that play multiple sports. So that momentum carried over to our basketball program last year and into our track and spring sports. And then when that was over, we kind of did some sport specific stuff, and it all carried over, and they're excited. They're ready to get to work.
And just potential this year, what do you see in this new group?
I have the same expectations. Come in, work hard every day, give me your best, and whenever you're able to do that and add fun into the mix, good things can happen.
And just kind of getting into some position players now. I mean, just up front, who are we going to be seeing at the net, and what can they bring to the table?
We've got 2 middles this year. We've actually got there's a lot of competition for spots this year. We've got a lot of kids coming in, and we're competing for spots starting Monday. And some people might be jumping into some roles that they're not used to. But Abby Thompson, she's going to be one of our seniors on the front row. Shamara Haynes is going to be on the back row for us. She's another senior. We've got a group of juniors: Tessica Deanda, Layla Webster. Just a whole handful of juniors and seniors that are going to come in and work hard.
You mentioned a few juniors and seniors. Will we see any, freshmen, sophomore kind of in the mix?
Everybody's going to have the same opportunity come Monday to earn spots. So if there's some freshmen or sophomores that get out and just shine during two-a-days, they're going to earn those spots as well. So.
And 2-a-days coming up Monday. What is that going to look like for you guys? I mean, the season. I mean, August 8th is the first game of the official game of the season.
We'll have 4 good days of actual 2-a-days, and then we'll have one practice on Friday. We'll have scrimmages here at Highland Park on Saturday, and then we'll go into the weekend, practice Monday, and start rocking and rolling in the season on Tuesday.
Who are y'all scrimmaging there?
Will Dorado's going to be here, San Jacinto, and Sanford Fritch.
Okay. So obviously, scrimmages, what do you want to see from your team, especially before heading into that first regular season match?
A lot of energy. That's one thing that we're going to really focus on this year is just having energy, positive energy on the floor. When you're able to do that, it turns the game and can swing the momentum of any game in our favor.
You talked about the energy. I mean, just how excited are these girls to finally officially start practice?
Oh, they're ready. They come into summer workouts, strength and conditioning stuff, and when they're done, they want to come in here and just open gym, get out and play. So they're ready to go.
And last year, you guys were the outright district champs. I mean, you kind of just swept through districts there. I mean, just kind of going into this season, I know we talked about you're returning one of your girls from last year. What does the district maybe kind of look like, and do you see the potential to do it again?
It's going to be a tough district. Fritch, Vega, West Texas, Memphis, all those other teams in our district, they're going to be ready to go too. So it's going to be a dogfight all through districts and hopefully into playoffs. And the girls are excited about that opportunity.
And kind of just every coach, does the thing of stacking their non-districts strategically. They want to see those tough matches. They want to have their girls go through that competition before, facing district in the playoffs, like you said. How did you strategically stack your non-district?
We're playing a lot of 3A, 4A, a couple of 5A schools. I mean, we start off with Borger, who's a 4A. We're going to a couple of big tournaments down in Denver City. We see some big teams there. We play Caprock Canyon, Paladuro. So we try to stack the preseason a little bit to get that edge. That way when district gets here, we're ready for it.
What are just some early season expectations that you have?
Get better every day. That's my number one expectation. Come to the gym ready to work and get better every day.
And then just goals, just long-term, this, going throughout the season. What are just some goals that the girls have already kind of been talking about or that you've already kind of set in stone?
The goal is always, make a deep run. I think we have to start with small goals. Let's go into district with a winning record. Let's compete in district and make the playoffs and just see what can happen at that point.
All right. Well, Coach Taylor, as always, thank you so much for coming on and chatting with us. We're super excited for the season, to finally get here, finally start. I know everyone's just eager for it. Mm-hmm. But again, thank you so much for coming on and have a great rest of your day.
All right. Thank you again for the opportunity.
Of course. And we'll be right back on the Sports Drive.